Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. India has upped its game when it comes to the vaccination drive. Ever since it administered a record 88 lakh plus vaccines on a single day on June 21st, when it relaunched its free vaccine drive, there's been no looking back. India is racing ahead and it is competing only with its own self. After a delayed start of 33 days, India has overtaken the United States in the total number of COVID vaccine doses given till date. In fact, if you take a look at the way India has vaccinated its own population, you will see it's way ahead of other countries like the United States and the United Kingdom. United States reached this level in 196 days, UK took 202 days, Germany 183 days, same for France and Italy. But India has completed this in 163 days. In fact, India has taken only 86 days to administer the first 10 crore jabs, and after that, the pace picked up at lightning speed. The next 10 crore jabs were given in 45 days, and the next 10 up to 30 crores were in record 31 days, and that shows India's determination. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's all very simple to say that look at the populations they have covered, look at our population. Well, our base is high. So you are going to be looking at lower numbers as far as these vaccinations as a percentage of the population is concerned. However, hailing the momentum maintained by India and the feat achieved, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterated his government's commitment towards vaccines for all and free vaccines for all. In fact, even as India looks to vaccinate a maximum number of people, and that too in record time, the opposition has maintained a stance calling all of this as a PR stunt, hinting at vaccine shortage and asking to compare total population that has been fully vaccinated, which works out to only 4% who have received 2 doses of vaccinations. The BJP, on the other hand, terms the grand old party, the Congress party, which has called this a jumla by none less than Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself, is unable to either digest India's success or to encourage our frontline workers. Listen.
We require 280 crore doses of vaccine. Can government give the blueprint? Government should give a weekly update that in this week, these are the number of vaccines we have allocated. In the next week, these are the number of vaccines which we are going to receive, and these are the states which we are going to give these vaccines. Come out of this headline management that we require 280 crore doses of vaccine. Can government give the blueprint? Government should give a weekly update that in this week, these are the number of vaccines we have allocated. In the next week, these are the number of vaccines which we are going to receive, and these are the states which we are going to give these vaccines. Come out of this headline management that someday say, aaj 100 crore, kal 125 crore, parsu 75 crore. Please don't do these things.
Congress and its leaders every day spread lies and rumors about vaccination. Be rest assured, I assure countrymen that by end of the year, 100 crore people will get their double dose. But congressmen, as they are, they want to spread lies and spread rumors every day.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the legitimate question on the News Hour tonight. Is politics undermining our vaccination drive? That's the question and the debate on vaccine politics coming up on the other side. And joining me tonight, Dr. Sambit Patra of the BJP. Also joining me is Shehzad Poonawalla. He's a lawyer. Also with us this evening is Reena Gupta of the Aam Aadmi Party. Also joining us is Vivek Silas of the Samajwadi Party, Dr. Sumant Sriraman, a political analyst, and Shantanu Sen representing the Trinamool Congress. I want to ask you, Dr. Sumant Sriraman, straight off the bat, what's Jumla about it? the fact that we have 32.36 crore vaccinations given to Indian population, which is ahead of United States in absolute numbers. They have 32.33 and they started 33 days ahead of us. What's the jumla in this that Mr. Rahul Gandhi is talking about? The country is unable to understand.
Navika, as far as vaccination is concerned, there is only one question that we need to answer. Have we vaccinated enough people in the quickest time possible? The answer to that question clearly is no. Everything else is basically not even remotely as relevant as the answer to this one question. Nobody is giving a certificate or a record. Yes, I do accept that the pace of vaccination has picked up in the last couple of weeks, and one hopes that the momentum is sustained. But India lost precious months prior to the last few weeks when vaccination picked up. And at the end of the day, you are comparing 4.3 or 4.4% of Indian population fully vaccinated versus 44.5% as of 3 days ago in the United States fully vaccinated. There is a difference between 4.4 or 4.3 and 44.3. That's my first point. The second point is that this entire focus on absolute numbers, then we should be talking in terms of absolute numbers, in terms of the number of cases, in terms of the number of deaths. When we talk in terms of the number of deaths, we want to talk in terms of percentage, saying that India has the lowest or among the lowest case fatality rate in the world. Now, that also may not be right because of the undercounting that we've seen across many states. But when we speak of percentages, then you should look for vaccination also as percentages, or look at both as cumulative, give credit to the government on vaccines, but then the flack will go to the government for the large number of deaths that we've had. You can't pick and choose where you want to use percentage, where you want to use absolute numbers. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. And as far as vaccination is concerned, we have not vaccinated enough people to prevent a third wave. Point number 3. Point number 4.
Dr. Sumant C. Raman, डॉक्टर सुमन सी रामन, आप इतने पॉइंट्स बोलेंगे तो देश वैसे ही कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा, जुमले से वैसे ही कंफ्यूज रहता है डेट. बट व्हेन राहुल गांधी बिगिंस टू यूज गालिब टू मेक हिज पॉइंट, इट इज रियली स्कैरी. एंड डॉक्टर पात्रा, आई वांट टू आस्क यू, ही सेज
Sorry, this is not about Rahul Gandhi.
No, what is it about? You are saying absolute numbers not important. No. Okay, so let me go with Dr. Suman C. Raman's point. You are saying absolute numbers not important, percentage is important.
Not saying that.
I want to ask you, in the population that India has,
you have to use a uniform.
Well, we can also celebrate. We can even celebrate Israel today. Israel has vaccinated 1 crore people, but that's 61% of their population. Yes. India has vaccinated 32.36 crore people, but it happens to be only 19% of its population. So, Dr. Sombit Patra,
we knew the population was more or less the same last year. Suddenly you woke up to the fact that there are 130 crore people in this country.
Well, no. Suddenly we have Dr. Patra, Dr. Suman C. Raman actually manufactures and also, he discovers and he creates vaccines in his backyard. So he says, why didn't you guys give him the order before this? Because वो तो रोज ही करते हैं. No, वो तो रोज ही करते हैं. इस कंट्री में रोज ही नए आविष्कार हो रहे थे. दुनिया में नहीं हो रहे थे.
Other countries ordered vaccines
and what was your
2020.
What was
Can he allow anyone else to speak?
Questioning at that time? At that time,
will he allow others to speak, Navika?
What was your country
Raman,
and what was our country doing at that time? Suman C. Raman, they were saying Covaxin, no trial results. Pfizer, no trial
Suman C. Raman
results.
had his say, Navika. Can I speak now, please?
We are telling the world that we have
Dr. Suman C. Raman, Dr. Suman C. Raman with folded hands, I'm telling you, please allow others to speak. आपका ज्ञान का सागर इतना है कि हम सब डूब जाएंगे उसमें. एक मिनट. Dr. Patra, respond to Dr. Suman C. Raman.
See, as far as these naysayers are concerned, they are half Rahul Gandhis and half Prashant Bhushans. So either way, if you vaccinate, they will cry. If you don't vaccinate, they will cry. Now, do you believe that you would be able to satisfy these people with any kind of logic? Of course not. I mean, these very people who did not want Covaxin, these very people, in fact, who supported articles that vaccination is going to be dreaded and people should not get vaccinated, these very people who said, ye to Modi ka vaccine hai, these very people who said that there were cow serum, in fact, in Covaxin, they are, in fact, participating in the debate today and mocking this humongous achievement that India has made today. Sorry, Navika, I really don't understand. I fail to understand. Whichever day, in fact, India makes an achievement. Remember last time when India vaccinated approximately 87 lakh people in a single go, Rahul Gandhi came out and held a press conference. Astonishingly, when today India has surpassed US and has created a record of sorts, in fact, again Rahul Gandhi is attacking India. These people derive some kind of sadistic pleasure when they demean their own country, when they in fact heap praises to other countries. Let me tell you why absolute numbers are also important. Absolute numbers are important because A, there is underproduction of vaccine across the globe. Remember, some of the most developed countries are also facing a crunch of the vaccine. And I absolutely agree with Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, thankfully, we had 2 indigenous vaccines in India to vaccinate our people, number one. Number two, and very importantly, absolute numbers are important because you need the same amount of infrastructure, the same number of healthcare personnel to vaccinate people. If you are vaccinating 32 crore people in US and you are vaccinating absolutely 33 crore people in India, so you need almost the same amount of infrastructure. Despite India being a less developed country than US, we are able to achieve this great feat only in 163 days, while US did in 196 days and UK in 202 days. It means India has really done great. As far as the road line is concerned, the roadmap is concerned, well, yes, it's absolutely clear. The government has admitted in the affidavit in the Supreme Court, by the end of this year, that is December 31st, 2021, India is going to vaccinate whole of its adult population. That's almost 93 to 90 crore people, 94 crore people. So I believe, please, for God's sake, let's be positive. And I believe, Dr. Raman, you and Rahul Gandhi should first call Prashant Bhushan, who is trying to spread all kind of canards today, saying that I am not vaccinated, don't be vaccinated. And what about Rahul Gandhi? What about the Gandhi family? Since eternity, we have been questioning the Gandhi family. Are they vaccinated? No answers for that. Priyanka Vadra, is she vaccinated? No answer. Rahul Gandhi, is he vaccinated? No answer. Robert Vadra, is he vaccinated? No answer.
Okay. First of all, Dr. Patra.
Well, let me get in, Dr. Raman. Dr. Raman, one more fact that I can add to the mix. One more fact that I can add to the mix, and if you can respond to that as well.
Yeah.
Rai Bareli has 1% as the rate.
Okay. So, Navika, are we saying that, one second, are we saying that the onus of vaccination rests with the state government? Health is a state subject, somebody was saying, or does it depend on the MP? I mean, I'm a little confused here because we don't seem to have a common line. And we say that, depending on whichever is convenient for us, in some places we will blame the state government. In some places we will say the MP has failed and so on. So if Rai Bareli is doing badly, you should ask Dr. Patra what his government in UP is doing about it, rather than, asking what Sonia Gandhi is doing about it.
Okay.
What Mr. Prashant Bhushan has said is condemnable. Let's be very clear. He is spreading fear about vaccination, and I think that is absolutely unacceptable. In fact, I would go as far as to say that the government must intervene and ask him to stop doing what he is doing on the vaccination front. Second, as far as Dr. Patra says absolute numbers are important, I agree with him. We should certainly look at absolute numbers. But why is it that Dr. Patra will not look at absolute number of deaths? When it comes to deaths, we will immediately say our fatality rate as percentage of population is among the lowest in the world. Why do we go to percentages then? Why don't we look at the absolute number of deaths?
Navika,
Well, Dr. Patra,
Navika, even if you look
Yes,
into the
Dr.
absolute
Patra.
number of deaths, even if you look into the absolute number of deaths, you would find that looking at the population of America, in fact, the absolute number of deaths is far more in America than in India. But I'm astonished. I mean, keep aside all these jugglery between absolute numbers, percentages, percentile, etc. But when the country is performing well, encouragement is a small word, small expectation that we have from you. Not all these kind
exactly
of
my
abusing
point.
and accusing
Exactly
day
my
in
point.
and day
And
out.
Reena
And well,
Gupta,
yes, I agree.
Reena Gupta,
Performing well.
I completely agree with you. Reena Gupta of the Aam Aadmi Party, I want to ask you this point. You know, when you have to reach a target of 1 crore vaccinations per day, you know, it requires a massive workforce of our COVID warriors. The government ministers don't come and administer these vaccinations. The Prime Minister doesn't come and administer these vaccinations. These are administered by our health workers, our people who have been working for a year and a half and working at a pace, never tiring, never giving up. And at such a moment, when you have political parties coming up and saying, oh, what's the big deal? So what if you have passed? This is a jumla. This is a PR stunt. I want to ask you, what do you do to the morale of those people? It might just be a number. Maybe we can ignore the number also. But these milestones actually give a sense of achievement to those who are involved in this. Can political parties actually deprive them of this sense of achievement?
Navika, this government is great at event management. We saw last week there was an event where Madhya Pradesh vaccinated some 16 lakh people in one day and achieved some world target. The name came in some world record. The next day it went down to 4,000. Now, again, today there is another event. We have surpassed US in the total number of vaccination in absolute numbers. The government needs to move beyond this event management, Navika. Only then we'll be able to achieve some real success. Let's look at numbers. You remember that grand press conference on 13th of May where a number of 216 crore was thrown at us. We were told 216 crore vaccine aa jayengi saal ke ant tak. The Supreme Court did not trust their numbers. The Supreme Court knew that this is another jumla they are throwing. It is not like sabun and tel. आज आप ऑर्डर करिए कल आ जाएगी वैक्सीन आपके पास. Supreme Court said, show us where are the purchase
Navika,
orders.
vaccine लगाई क्या?
Show us the supply line. Then what they did, in the affidavit, they revised the target. The latest target is now 135 crores. A reduction of 37%.
पूरा
Now,
दिल्ली में
at
वैक्सीन
this
लगाई
rate,
क्या?
we will not be able to vaccinate by the end of the year, let alone by the end of next year, Navika. So we can choose to be Coop Manduk
No, who
and
said
live in
that?
our
I'll
own
give you the
world and
calculations.
say, oh, we are doing great and run away from reality. But the fact of the matter is that unless we increase our pace
I will
of
say who the
vaccination,
Manduka is.
and to talk about July numbers, they have said in July 12 crore vaccines, which means at the most 40 lakhs a day. Then how are they saying that they'll be able to vaccinate the whole country by the end of December? There is no way we can achieve these targets. So let us acknowledge the fact and start working towards it. Navika, I want Dr. Patra to answer one question. There was this whole discussion that under compulsory licensing, we will share the formula with several PSUs. How many PSUs have been given the grant? How many PSUs have signed an
Navika,
MOU
can I reply,
so that we
please?
can manufacture the vaccine indigenously?
All right, I'm coming to you, Shehzad. I'm coming to you, Shehzad, but Dr. Patra's name has been called out, so I have to go to him. Dr. Patra, Reena Gupta is raising the right issue. The issue is that on 13th of May, Prakash Javadekar, the INB minister, had announced the following numbers. Covishield 75 crore by December, Covaxin 55 crores. These numbers are down to 50 crore and 40 crore. BioE 30 crore is down to about 10. Zydus Cadila 5 crores. We don't know what the numbers are. Sputnik is given here as 15.5 crore numbers. The fact is what was stated on 13th of May and the affidavit. Yeah, and the affidavit in the Supreme Court have numbers that have been.
Let me answer
Respond to that very pertinent question by the Aam Aadmi Party.
See, Navika, as far as the aim is concerned, the aim is to vaccinate the whole of this country by 31st of December 2021. Now, how does that happen if we have only 135 crore vaccines, as mentioned in the recently submitted affidavit by the central government? Number one, the central government in this affidavit categorically mentions by 31st of July 2021, the vaccines that would have been used would be 51.60 crore. Add to this 135 crore, the breakup of which has already been given, approximately Covishield 50 crore, Covaxin 40 crores, Biological E subunit 30 crores, Zydus 5 crore and Sputnik 10 crores. It adds up to 135 crore. 135 crores plus 51.6 crores is equal to 186 crore, exactly the number of vaccine that is required to vaccinate 93 to 94 crore people with 2 doses of vaccine. So please take the words of the government that you all would be vaccinated by the end of this year. But
no.
as far as event management is concerned,
calculation of 216. No. What about 216? Then where did that number come from?
I'm telling you. There are certain vaccines, in fact, by the name of, let me give you example, the Genova Biopharma, the Bharat Biotech nasal vaccine, the Novavax, certain names which of course the Indian government would be procuring. The numbers would be far more than 135 crores, but they have not been mentioned because they are going to be procured and they are not exactly within the control of the government. They are going to be procured. The process is almost towards conclusion, and rest assured the number that was given in May would be the number. But the number which is in, and the government is in possession with the number, that 135 crore plus 51.6 crore, that is totaling 186 crore has been mentioned. So every Indian who is above 18 years of age is going to be vaccinated. As far as event management is concerned, have you seen, you live in Delhi, Navika, please go anywhere, everywhere, vaccine lagai kya? Arvind Kejriwal, he is hanging on every site, every site Arvind Kejriwal, vaccine lagai kya, as if he is the one who is manufacturing vaccine at his backyard and then he is injecting everyone with the vaccine. It is the central government which is providing the vaccine free of cost. And in fact, the Delhi government
I don't buy that.
And then you have vaccine lagai kya.
No. 1 minute, Dr. Patra.
That's also event management.
On the one hand, you're questioning vaccine hesitancy and you're saying कि राहुल गांधी, प्रियंका गांधी वाड्रा बोलते नहीं है कि वैक्सीन लगाई है. यहाँ
No, I'm talking about event management in this. So why is this not event management? So why is this not taken as event management when Prime Minister says the same thing? That is event management. And this is not event management.
Vaccine encouragement.
No, exactly. So when Prime Minister says the same thing, why does that become event management?
Because we don't come out.
Exactly. So when the Prime Minister encourages, when we all say that India is doing good,
says it,
and
what
we
is
are
your
moving
problem?
ahead, why does that become event
How is
management?
it an event? If the Prime Minister is celebrating the achievements and encouraging people to take the vaccination, why do you object to it? Why do you call it event management? Reena Gupta,
I'll tell you, Navika,
straight out to you.
Navika, I'll tell you. See, what they did in Madhya Pradesh, they stopped vaccination for a week. They hoarded a vaccine, and in one day, then they gave 16 lakh vaccines to make it to the world book of whichever book of records that they care about. The next day, it went down again. That is called event management. When you have advertisements in all the newspapers, every
Navika, they were holding 10 lakh vaccines that day and not giving vaccine. Why?
That is
Reena
called event
ji,
management.
let me ask you the same question.
When
you are holding
Shehzad
approximately
Poonawalla
10 to
raising
12
his
lakh
hand.
vaccines
Shehzad
that day,
Poonawalla
and
raising
you
his hand.
vaccinated
Shehzad
only
Poonawalla
76%.
coming into the debate. Shehzad.
Navika, if I could have just 1 minute to speak, because even I look forward to participating in these conversations and I get an opportunity to speak to the public. So now let's address this question. First of all, a party and a government which only is on the ventilator of ads, which spent 1,000 crore rupees on ads, but not a single rupee was spent on buying a ventilator in the last 10 months as per RTI, not a single rupee on hospitals, not a single rupee on increasing beds to the 30,000 beds they claimed they would put in 2015, is talking about event management, about Madhya Pradesh. By the way, Madam Reena Gupta, on the day India administered 88 lakh vaccines, Delhi had 10 lakh vaccines in stock. You all administered only 76,000 vaccines. Why was that done? You all should have also administered at least 2 to 3 lakh vaccines. You had the stock, but you didn't do it. And you didn't do it simply because, by the way, over the last 7 to 8 days, the number of vaccines that have been administered per day, it's not an event, it is 62.5 lakhs on an average. We have administered almost 5 crore vaccines in the last 7 to 8 days, because of which we have now overtaken United States, even though we started 1 month later. Now for Mr. Sumant Raman. Mr. Sumant Raman was wanting to bring Jacinda Ardern as the Prime Minister of India. Sir, even the smallest state in India is administering more vaccines than New Zealand has done since the beginning of its vaccination drive. New Zealand is
people have died in New Zealand from COVID.
One second, sir, I did not interrupt you.
How many
Navika,
people
please
have died?
complete my point. I want to bust his absolute and his relative hypocrisy, so I require 30 more seconds. And I hope you will allow me that time. By the way, every day Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, 2 states together, are vaccinating more people than New Zealand has vaccinated since the very beginning of its vaccination drive, which has a population of 50 lakhs. We are vaccinating 1.5 times of New Zealand per day in India. But Mr. Sumant Raman wants to bring Jacinda Ardern as the Prime Minister. Also, let's talk about
How many people
absolute
have
numbers.
died in New
Mr.
Zealand of
Sumant Raman,
COVID?
1 second, please hear me out. Sumant
Answer that
Raman, I did
question.
not interrupt you. Do not
Answer that question,
waste
please.
my time and waste the viewers' time. By the way, United States has a death toll of 6.5 lakh people today. It has a population of 33 crores. That's 1/4 or 1/5 of the population of India, but a death toll of 6.14 lakhs. Now, you will say that there's underreporting in India, which has a death toll of about 3.5 lakhs. By the way, India's death toll, if it is underreporting, here is a University of Minnesota report, which also says the United States has underreported by 35%. Now, let's take it from the relative perspective.
Add it.
1 second, sir, 1 second. I'm giving you
Add
the
it,
facts.
sir.
I'm giving you statistics. Please do not interrupt me. I'm giving you statistics. You want the statistics on vaccinations? When you take the entire fully populated vaccinations statistics, we are doing better than UK, Germany, France, Italy, which has 60 times the GDP per capita of India.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
We are
That's
only across
incorrect.
United States.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Mr. Raman.
That's
I
a
am
lie.
completely
Well,
intelligent. You can
what-
speak after that.
That's a lie. I have to point out when he's lying.
By the way, India is doing better than countries in its same GDP per capita income.
You said India is doing better than UK.
Even when
UK
it
has
comes to
vaccinated
number of doses administered
61%.
relative to population. Let's talk
That's
about
a lie.
testing. Let's talk about case fatality rate. Let's talk about recovery rate. We are
That's a
better
lie.
on every parameter compared to the world and to other countries in our economic status.
We have
Yet
not
you
vaccinated more population
You are
than UK or Germany. What is where is he getting this data from? Sorry, where is he getting all this data
Well,
from? We have
UK,
vaccinated
1
more
minute,
people
Dr.
in UK.
Dr. Sumant Raman, Dr. Sumant Raman, Dr. Sumant Raman,
For God's sake.
Dr. Sumant Raman, UK has vaccinated 7.63 crore people. 7.63 crore people.
He said we have done better in vaccinating percentage of population than UK, Germany, etc. Which
That's
is
not what
not
I said.
true.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
How can you compare percentages of Israel, UK and US with India? New Zealand is a country the size of possibly one state in India.
Tell people that New Zealand
Can I
has
correct
had
what you said?
30 deaths from COVID, 30 or 35
Navika.
in all, total, from the beginning of the pandemic. Go and do the math and find
I
out
don't
relative
know
population.
how Sumant Raman. Sumant Raman, 1 minute, calm down. Let me get in Mr. Shantanu Sen. 1 minute.
Vaccinated more people than New Zealand, but you will not look at the fact that New Zealand has not lost hardly anybody due to COVID. Nobody has died. 30 people.
Population. What is your? Are you
Please do the
incompetent
math.
mentally?
Please do the math.
They have a
How much is
51%
Doctor,
Doctor, I don't know how you are a doctor. In New Zealand, look at the population. Look at the population of New Zealand per square kilometer and look at the population of India per square kilometer. Let's not get into this kind of a statistical fight. Dr. Sumant Raman, 1 minute. आप बहुत विद्वान हैं, but sometimes excess knowledge creates many problems and confusion in your mind. But let me get in Shantanu Sen. Shantanu Sen, Shantanu Sen, I want to ask you. You know, Dr. Sumansi Raman wants to say India has vaccinated 19% people with one dose and only 4% with both doses. Therefore, you cannot compare India's achievements with countries like, let's say, UK, US, Italy, France, Germany, Israel, New Zealand, his latest favorite. I want to ask you, look at the absolute numbers here and look at their numbers in terms of population. Dr. Shantanu Sen, as I started this premise that all right, it's just a number, 32.36 crore, not a big deal in India, maybe a big deal in United States, but it is a milestone. Can you deny it's a milestone and the fact that those who are vaccinating India need to be given a pat on the back? Can you take that away from them?
First of yes, thanks. At last you remembered that the representative of third largest party of the country is still in the queue. Thanks for giving me this opportunity after 30 minutes of this program. The issue is being criticized globally. When the entire vaccination policy has been criticized globally, living in fool's paradise, spreading fake and false information with an effort to be international leader. And this is the only and sole reason of this entire suffering of the people of the country. So far the population is concerned, India's population is nearly 4 to 4.5 times than that of US. And on the contrary, the vaccination, if you compare between India and US, India could vaccinate only 1/3 in comparison to that of US. And 60 crores doses needed as of now if you want to match the data of India with that of US. The issue is, in an affidavit given by Government of India, they have said that 186.6 crores vaccine should be available. On the contrary, in the month of May, in a statement given by Government of India, they said that 216 crore doses will be available from August to December. So already there is a gap of 81 crores. So it is the major issue and it is the main problem with our Honorable Prime Minister, with our government.
Navika, I gave you the whole calculation.
It's not in one day international game.
You have to calculate the 51.6
on one day, on
crore
21st of June,
till 31st of July 2021.
Then the figure will drop down dramatically.
Shantanu Dada, Sambit Patra is saying you are not adding to this the 51 crore vaccines that have already been administered. So to
Sambit
will be administered till the end of
Patroji
July.
already has spoken for 20 minutes. Please allow the third largest party for at least few minutes.
No, that was
You have allowed Mr. Sambit Patra for 25 minutes. Please allow Trinamool Congress, the third largest party, for few minutes at least.
That was Sumansi Raman.
Bolun Dada.
Please allow the third largest party. আমি তো ওটাই বলছি ম্যাডাম, that's what I am speaking.
Yes, third largest party of the world. Please speak. We will not disturb.
Prime Minister that like Kurukshetra will be winning over Corona in 21 days. It's not a one-day international match. Don't try to compare India with US. Then your position will be a much lower one.
Navika, I want to ask a question to Shantanu Dada.
Don't try to be an international leader. Just live on reality.
I agree with you. I agree with you. This is not a T20. This is not a single day international. This is a long test match. And therefore, we cannot rest at the milestone that we have seen today. We have to travel much further. But let me get in Vivek Silas of the Samajwadi Party. You know, the question,
very important question.
I'm coming to you, Dr. Patra.
10 seconds. But this is very pertinent, Navika. You would realize it once I ask this question. 10 seconds. Dhanyabad. See, to Shantanu Da, good that you are quiet and you in fact are answering things. My question is, what is the situation of Corona in Bengal? If you say it's good, I would say, well, then Government of India is working really good. If you say it's bad, then my question would be, should the by-election be held then for Mamata Banerjee to contest, or should it not be held? What is the situation of Corona in Bengal?
I should be allowed to answer. I should be allowed to answer. During the first phase of election, the positivity rate was 3. And after 8 phases of election, the positivity rate became 33. And till date, as of now, it has again come down to 3.
So you mean to say no by-election should be held? Thank you, thank you.
BJP guided election commission.
So you mean to say by-elections cannot be held right now?
Okay. But it is only because of Madam Mamata Banerjee. Again, it has come down to 3% from 33%, which was on the last day of election.
Oh, so whatever happens, no, whatever good happens, it is because of Mamata Banerjee, and whatever bad happens, it is because of Modi. This is what needs to be exposed. So whatever good happens, it's all because of Mamata Banerjee. And whatever bad happens is because of every other commission and Prime Minister.
डॉक्टर पात्रा, अब बंगाल में आप हार गए हैं, बंगाल की बात जाने दीजिए ना, अब आप बाई इलेक्शन पे जा रहे हैं, क्यों कर रहे हैं? अब यू स्क्वेयरली एंड फेयरली लॉस्ट द इलेक्शंस ऑफ बंगाल. नहीं, कोरोना की लड़ाई सिर्फ बंगाल में नहीं लड़नी है ना, बाकी जगह भी लड़नी है. विवेक पॉल
तो हम कर लेंगे.
1 मिनट. विवेक साइलस.
पॉलिटिकल हिंसा करो.
Well, Vivek Silas, I want to ask you, the onus is on every single political party to remove vaccine hesitancy, unlike Mr. Prashant Bhushan and unlike Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, who only came out and said she had vaccinated or taken both the vaccines after the issue was raised by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on an interview with me. You know, all leaders should be coming out. You know, some people have criticized Arvind Kejriwal. Well, Arvind Kejriwal is asking everybody to get vaccinated. That is education, that is encouraging people. And you know, nobody can grudge him putting out ads for getting people vaccinated. But the question is, the Samajwadi Party started on a bad note. The Samajwadi Party is the last party that should have any problems with the vaccination rate or the coverage or the population or the milestones that have been achieved in this regard, because your party was the one that created the hesitancy by calling it a BJP vaccine. Tonight, would you want to tell this country that vaccine is the only way to survive this pandemic?
Yes, Navika, thank you for giving me time, and this is a very, very serious topic that you have raised, and we need to think very positive about it. And as a responsible opposition, and it's our duty to ask questions from the government. First of all, I would like to thank the Honorable Justice Chandrachud for directing and ordering the central government for vaccination, and thank God it has picked up to a certain extent. But there are some questions that needs to be asked. That first question is why there is such a big variation on the vaccination drive, as the Aam Aadmi Party said. One day, like in Madhya Pradesh, you vaccinate about 1.6 million. Next day, it comes down to less than 5,000. And secondly, as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, Navika ji, there is a humongous difference between the rural and the urban areas. The rural areas are still lagging very, very far behind in Uttar Pradesh. There should not be any disparity between the rural or the urban, because all are the citizens of India. Third, as a responsible person, I would say that
have you been able to convince your own MLAs and your own party members that this vaccine does not create impotency and this is not a BJP vaccine? What about your own duties, sir? Would you think about them? Shehzad Poonawalla, the entire onus is on the BJP government.
Ji, let me answer that. Let me answer that. You have asked me that question, Navika ji.
Navika, look how hypocritical these people are. These people, now for instance, Mr. Sen was saying that because America has a smaller population than India, and India has a larger population, India should be vaccinating more. So does he want to say, 1 second, please don't interrupt when I'm talking about facts and figures. So Tripura, a smaller state run by the BJP, has vaccinated 80% of eligible people. So does that mean Tripura is doing better than Bengal, which has not vaccinated 80% of its eligible people? What kind of logic they give? Maharashtra, for instance, has contributed 1/3 of the cases and the 1/3 of the deaths. So why don't they call out Maharashtra for the contribution in deaths and cases? And Uttar Pradesh, which has 1/5 of the population, has hardly contributed 5% of the cases and hardly 5 or 7% of the deaths. That they will not appreciate. And underreporting is there in all parts of the country. So these people only want to use Corona for their single objective of doing political virod of Narendra Modi and of BJP. They do not have any facts on their side. Now this gentleman is...
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I pity your thought.
ladies and gentlemen, when Mr. Rahul No, we don't have time for thought, sir. We have time for action, and action is where we are going right now. And action is all political parties need to come together. But when it comes to Ghalib being quoted by Mr. Rahul Gandhi on the issue of vaccination, he says, "हमको उनसे है सच्चाई की उम्मीद जो नहीं जानते कि सच क्या है." Well, I only want to say this: the such is that yes, we have achieved a minor milestone of equaling or rather surpassing United States number of vaccinations delivered to our population. Can we stop here? Certainly not. Do we need to move forward? Absolutely. Is everything all right on our vaccination front? No, there is huge room for improvement. But there is one thing that everybody can do absolutely, politically, socially, and as individual citizens, which is to remove vaccination hesitancy and to celebrate our health warriors, those who have been working day and night so that you and I can be safe from this pandemic. Please don't take away that sense of achievement, that moral high ground from those who are actually fighting from the battlefield. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on debate number 1.